Something's happening here. Oh, we're good. Hi, everybody. I was wondering, why is it taking us so long to get going live? Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to go live over here, and I think we're good to go. All right. Hi, everybody. How are you? Happy Tuesday. What is up? Hope you all are well. Do I look older? I had a birthday since I saw you last week. Hopefully, it doesn't show. Hope you're not tuning in like, whoa, what happened to her? Had a very nice birthday on Sunday. Went out to brunch with my mom and my hubs. We had a good time at this really fun place in our area called the White Dog Cafe. And they have pictures of all different dogs and stuff all over. It's very fun. So I had a nice day with my mom. Kylie would have gone with us, but she was a little under the weather. And by the way, she's live in the chat. So when you jump in, please comment. Let me know you're here. Hi, hi, hi. And hi, everybody. Hi, Mariana and Dottie and Teresa. Hi, everybody. How you doing? It's our regular Tuesday crew. I love it when you're here. Hi, Kathy. Hey, everybody. April's a big month for us at Just Jill, as many of you know. And, oh, Dottie, it's your birthday today? All right, everybody. Let's have a happy birthday quick. You're coming in. We're going to sing happy birthday, right? Real quick. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet Dottie. Happy birthday to you. Okay. Happy birthday, Dottie. Thanks for spending it with us. I wish I could throw you a cake or something through the screen. Hi, everybody. I got to tilt my glasses down to see what's going on. I know it looks ridiculous, but I don't know how else to do it. I'm sure some of you have had the same thing. So I don't need readers. Isn't that weird? I can take my glasses off and I can look at my phone and I can do the things. I need the glasses for distance, but this distance for some reason is better if I put my glasses at the tip of my nose. All these things that happen as we get older. Hi, everybody jumping in. All my friends, all my faves, you're all here tonight. So good to see all of you. Dottie, look at all of these happy birthday wishes you're getting. I love it. Thanks, everybody. Kathy, yours is April 10th. Fantastic. Hi, Anne Marie. Hey, Judy, Mary, Carolyn, Lisa, everybody. Hi, I feel like it's like our group night, right? It's so good. So I was saying a minute ago, and Kylie's here too, and I'm sure Bernadette's watching. She's busy, busy, busy. So hopefully she's hanging out. Karen said I got my bunny vase and my white chocolate bunny. Oh my gosh, wonderful quality, gorgeous. So glad. Thanks for all the happy birthdays to Dottie. That's so fun. And all right, so yes, April's a big month for us here at Just Jill. It was my birthday on Sunday. Yay. 57, proud to say it. It's just a number, right? And April is also a big month for us at Just Jill because it's our 4-year anniversary. Can't believe it. 4 years ago, we launched this little shop, which has kind of grown into a big shop. Sometimes it overwhelms us all, but we love finding things for you, bringing you things. I think we get better and better every year with the product selection, with the stories that we're able to tell you from some of these wonderful vendors that we have throughout the country. And I have to tell you, we have a lot to get to tonight. So we have some things that we're putting on special sale as part of our show just tonight. We have some things that are some special birthday offers from some of our beloved vendors for the month of April. I have some new things that you've never seen before. I have new things from brands you love. So there's a lot. Just to give you a little overview, who are we going to be talking about tonight? I have new items, prints for you from Wonderful. I have a new offer for you from Candlemaker Ed, an anniversary special while supplies last. You don't want to miss. I have new things from Epiphany Glass Studio, woman-owned glass studio, over 30 years up in Michigan. I have a special bonus offer with any purchase of Southern Root Sisters jams cookie mixes. I have the spring and still not too late Easter bunny bag of delicious shortbread cookies from Blake's Cookies. I have a new vendor who makes these incredible, look at these, ceramic little succulents, like these pretty, you know how I live little objects of art. I know there's a fancy way to say that with a French accent, but true story here. I took French in college after taking Spanish in high school for 6 years. Like my friends and I were who had done all of that. Like we were in the most advanced AP Spanish speaking literature class you could get in high school. And then I went to college and decided I wanted to speak French and took one semester of French. That's as long as it lasted because my French teacher said, Jill, you're very good at understanding the language, but you speak French with a Spanish accent. And so, au revoir. Or hasta la vista, baby. In any event, these are these beautiful ceramic little art objects. They have a cushion on the bottom to just sit on your tabletop. And we have so many different combos and colors, like just pretty sitting on a tray, just pretty sitting on a nightstand, pretty in your powder room. Put this around with flameless candles. You know, we'll do all the things. So these are coming up, little preview. And I have big ones too that could even be hung on the wall if you wanted to.
Those can be hung on the wall too.
And those little ones can be hung on the wall too. Oh, another great special offer. Did you know our Power Beads by Jen bracelets, the beaded Power Beads by Jen, they are all $39. And like every color, every stone, every theme you can imagine, $39. I have a couple of them on coming up. I have our best selling, our number one selling hoop earring at Just Jill. And usually when we put it on sale, it's $44. Okay, for tonight, we're making it $39. You all know what's happening in the metal market. I'm just saying. These are made of sterling silver. They're made in Italy. They use an 18 karat gold plating over the sterling silver. We have them in all sterling. We have them in rose gold over sterling and yellow gold over sterling. They are nickel free. They are 1¼ inches. I think you can see why they would be a best selling hoop, right? Not too big, not too small, great twisted texture. Run, don't walk. We have some other Italian jewelry pieces. This is one of my favorites from our Bronzo collection with this pretty filigree disc. We have that in rose and yellow and white, I think. So Italian jewelry, some great sale prices going on over there. All right. So where to begin? How about if we start with our special offer from Candlemaker Ed? And just a quick update because, you know, last month we did some fundraising for my good friend and Candlemaker Ed's business partner, Angelo. I talked with Angelo on Friday and he's doing great. He sounds really good. For those of you who don't know, Angelo Surmales is a dear friend of mine. In fact, I met he and Candlemaker Ed together. Ed used to be Angelo's business manager. And so when I met them, it's because Angelo had done shows on HGTV and TLC, and he brought a home-lined QVC when I was a host there. And obviously I did a lot of home shows, and we just had this instant connection. It's like we'd never seen each other ever in our life. And within 12 seconds, it was like we'd known each other our whole life and we were besties. We just had such a fun connection. And also that's sort of how it was, you know, Angelo, Ed and I just had this really lovely rapport, which is what things come full circle brought Candlemaker Ed to Just Jill. Angelo's been doing all kinds of other projects, but Angelo found out recently that he had a faulty heart valve. And he had battled another health issue a couple years ago, which pretty much drained all of his savings. And so there was a GoFundMe that was set up for Angelo, and I wanted to do something. And so we donated, you know, all the proceeds from the sales of our Just Jill candles, really in the month of March. All of that was donated to Angelo's care, and then I matched it. So we were able to donate well over $3,000, which is pretty cool. And Angelo just doesn't even know how to say thank you. He was so touched by all of you. And I know some of you also made separate donations for him. So thank you. He's just a very special person, not just as a friend in my life, but he just has this very gentle and kind heart. And now it's fixed. It's even better. In any event, he's doing great. So right on the heels of that, we reached out to candle maker Ed and said, okay, anniversary, what are we doing? So we're doing some pretty cool things here. Let me give you a second backstory. If you've never tried our candles before, listen, I know you can find them anywhere, right? I'm surprised they don't sell them at the Wawa, which is like the 7-Eleven of the East Coast. You can find candles anywhere. The card shops sell them, right? You can find them on different shopping places. I know. So why shop for candles from us? Well, I'll tell you. Our candles are made in the USA. All of our candles are made in Southern California by Ed, our dear candle maker Ed. He makes these candles. They are made using soy wax that is made from the soybeans of American farmers. So I love this made in the USA story, and that has been part of Just Jill from the beginning with these candles. So that's another really cool thing. The reason why you should like a soy candle over other waxes that have paraffin in them, one, they have a slower burn, so they last longer. They don't create the black soot and smoke when you're burning them. We've had many of you tell us, I can't burn other candles, but I can use yours. So I love that. So there's a premium quality to our candles. Granted, our candles don't come in a fancy box. Our candles don't come in, big, heavy, fancy glass containers. They come in simple glass mason jars, or we have a special tin that we're going to show you here tonight that's bigger than normal. So made in the USA, made in California, fresh poured really to your order. So again, they're not sitting on a shelf overseas for months at a time, finally getting here and then being put on shelves in stores across the country. And then you're wondering, well, how come the fragrance never lasts? Well, part of that is also because many candle makers will pour about 3/4 of the wax in their vessel, and they'll add some fragrance to the very top quarter. So when you smell it in the shops, right, what happens? You're like, oh my gosh, the fragrance is incredible. And then you go home and you burn it through that first quarter, and then you're wondering why the candle doesn't really smell anymore, because they haven't put the fragrance all the way through. I need to grab the video that Ed has actually showing how he mixes that fragrance all the way through the wax in the mixer so that you have the same fragrance from beginning to end. I wasn't able to read that last comment. I know somebody said something about lemon pound cake. Oh, and the room spray, amazing. I know, Tony, it's so good, right? So yeah, so that's the difference with the Just Jill candles. Made in the USA, fresh poured in Southern California, soy wax from American farmers, cleaner burn, cotton wick, fragrance from the first burn to the last. And then these incredible fragrances that Ed and I have worked together to create for all of you. Lisa said, I leave the cover off and not lit. It smells amazing. Yeah, I find that too, Lisa. Actually, we have like a console table behind our couch in our family room. And so kind of where I sit is right where the table is behind me. And I can be sitting there at night watching a movie, looking at my phone, doing whatever, and I'll get those wafts of the fragrance. So all that's to say, here are our special offers on our candles, and it's a great opportunity to load up on gifts and try our candles if you never, or any of our home fragrances if you haven't before. First and foremost, with any home fragrance purchase from Just Jill, the room sprays, the candles, the wax melts, any home fragrance purchase from us, any. So the single candle, the double candles, the mason jars, the room spray combos, anything, Candle Maker Ed will include a 2-ounce bottle of room spray with your order as his and our gift to you as part of the Just Jill anniversary. It's Candle Maker's choice on the scent. So you can't pick the scent, but he's going to include a 2-ounce room spray. The thing with our room sprays, everybody, like this is basically kind of the same concept in a lot of ways how Poo-Pourri was created. Essential oils, natural essential oils in the fragrance, and the 2-ounce spray. Again, this is just fragrance your room. All right. I probably shouldn't have done the correlation to the Poo-Pourri, but you can spray it in the toilet like Poo-Pourri if you want. But this 2-ounce bottle will give you 400 spritzes, and you really only need 2 or 3 to fragrance your space or room, depending on the size of the room. If you have a ginormous mansion, okay, maybe you need 6 or 7. But for most traditional size rooms, a couple sprays, again, natural essential oils. This isn't an aerosol, right? It's just like a pump style. I have these in every bathroom here. They're wonderful. Before company comes, I walk through and do a spray. I love these. I do a mist of one on my pillowcase at night because I love to smell that in the evenings. So it's awesome. So with any home fragrance, Just Jill candles, Just Jill room sprays, Just Jill wax melts, the combos, anything, Candlemaker Ed will include a 2-ounce room spray. Again, his choice of scent. Then what's our special offer? We're doing a duo in these pretty matte bronze metal containers. Usually we sell 2 candles that are 10 ounces in size for $49. We're doing a while supplies last of these 2, which were 12 ounces in size. So you're getting 2 more ounces per candle for the same price. We're limiting the fragrances. So you have a choice of, I picked them. They're my top favorites right now. Our home fragrance, which is our best-selling fragrance. You all love our home fragrance so much. I mean, I will never, ever get tired of that. Oh my God, it's so good. It even says home. See? Home. Oh, it's amazing. It is a sugared tropical. It has mandarin. It has pomelo. It has some lush greens, a little bit of sugar sweetness in there, and really no vanilla in this one. You will have the best smelling house in the block with our home fragrance. And Ed created that for me because it's the way I want my home to smell each and every day. When I need a mood lift, I light a home candle and I do a room spritz. So it's home to me, and I know it's home for so many of you. Adija says the candle and spray are amazing. I spray with 1 spritz only. Smells wonderful in my bedroom and I sleep well. Oh, I'm so glad, Adija. So we did our home fragrance in this bigger size duo. Again, same price as the smaller vessels that we usually use. We did With Grace, which if you like Philosophy's Amazing Grace, you will love our With Grace fragrance. Smells just like it. Maybe better. Then we have our Lemon Pound Cake, which is becoming a cult favorite. And again, it's, I would say, if you've ever tried Slatkin's Limoncello Cupcake, it has some of those type of notes to it. I think ours is a little more robust. Not like weird lemon, because lemon's hard. Ed explained this when we had him on live with us one time. Lemon's tough because you don't want it to smell like lemon oil, which then makes it smell like lemon furniture polish, right? You don't want that. But this is very much a bakery note. It's a very soft lemon fragrance. It's very easy to be around. I love it in the kitchen. Again, that was actually the candle that I had behind me that I kept smelling even when it wasn't illuminated. So you can get this duo in that fragrance. And then finally, we did the fresh cut grass, because I talked about that a few weeks ago, and we've had some of you give reviews and send me some notes about that, how much you're loving fresh cut grass. It's so good, right? Like, you know what it's like. It's those first days of spring, you're opening up the windows, your neighbors are out mowing the yard, the air, it feels so good to just be breathing in fresh air after being closed up for the winter. And then just those hints wafting through of the grass that's been cut, next door, or even your front yard. I don't know. It just smells clean and good. So fresh cut grass is a favorite of mine. Years ago, I don't even know if they're still in business, but there used to be a company called the Good Home Company. We carried it on QVC, and I had it in Your Home with Jill. And they were these laundry fragrances. And she had one that was fresh cut grass that I absolutely loved. And so I was telling Ed about that. I'm like, do you think we could find something similar? Because there's almost a, yes, it's clean. I don't know. I hate to use this word, but it's the best one I can think of. But don't go bakery when I say this. There's like a sweetness to the fresh cut grass, but not sugary. It's just like, you know how babies have like a natural sweetness to them when you smell their heads and things? Like that's kind of what the fresh cut grass is to me. So to reiterate the offer, you're going to get 2 of our oil rub bronze tins here. They are 12 ounces each. Our normal size vessels are 10. So you're going to get about 100 hours of fragrance and candlelight from each of these candles. And you can get this duo in Home, in Lemon Pound Cake, in With Grace, very feminine, soft, pretty, Fresh Cut Grass, and we also did this duo in lavender because a lot of you have asked us to bring back our lavender fragrance. So we did this in lavender too. And if you order this duo, yes, you'll also get the bonus 2-ounce room spray. All right. One other tip for you with our candles, whether you order these or you choose another one, because we have more candle fragrances than I just read to you. So go to justjillshop.com and you'll see like we have dozens of fragrances for you. First time you burn our candles, whether it's in this tin or it's in the glass jars, here's what I need you to do. First of all, remove that piece of paper, please. All right, that's just there to tell you the scent. Oh, so good. Home, home, home. All right, see how the wick comes up kind of big? You can nip that down a little bit, maybe cut it in half, right? The first time you burn our candles, and this is really true of any candle, so I'm saving you money across the board here. Make sure you give yourself time to let the candle burn. If you start to burn this candle halfway, meaning it only melts halfway around and you blow it out and leave, for the rest of the life of this candle, it's only going to burn to that ring. It's never going to burn out. That's what's called tunneling, right? And it's not as much the candle's fault as it is user error, because I think a lot of people just don't know that. So the first time you burn this candle, make sure you have a couple of hours and really let that top layer get completely liquefied. That's also what's throwing the fragrance into the air. You can use the lid, by the way, if you want to snuff out the flame or just blow it out. The next time you burn the candle, because the first burn went edge to edge, the second will go edge to edge and so on. And that's how you're going to maximize this candle all the way down to the bottom. After the candle has cooled or the next time you go to light it, you might want to take a paper towel and just kind of like turn it upside down and kind of clean off the wick a little bit. And then, go ahead and light it for round 2, 3, 4, whatever it might be. But our candles are excellent. I was very lucky to work with some of the top fragrance names in the candle world in my previous career at QVC. And I was lucky that I knew somebody, Ed and Angelo, who had their own candle business. And they were willing to try making them for us here at Just Jill. So take advantage of that. That's a great offer. And I also would like to say, we've been here for 4 years with you with our candles. We've never had a price increase on those. So that's pretty cool when we're hearing all the other news around. Maria said, I just ordered the home fragrance. Love this scent. The home fragrance is just, if you've ever walked into an Anthropologie store and you know how their candles smell, that's basically our home fragrance, but everybody tells me ours is better. I think because ours is all soy, and I think because we don't mass produce, right? Like we're not making 8,000 candles at a time. Ed's making a couple dozen and he's making them fresh to order. So very cool. All right, one other special offer that we put together is because I just love our room sprays so much. And I think they're a wonderful way to experience our home fragrances. Also, a lot of you can't have candles where you live, or you're not comfortable with leaving candles burning. I totally understand. My mom doesn't either, but she likes to have a nice smelling house, right? So the room sprays are amazing. So I asked Ed, hey, let's put together a really fun sampler. And so we did a new set of 4 room sprays. These are the 2-ounce sizes. So in this sampler, you're going to get, I'll start with fresh cut grass. So you're going to get to try fresh cut grass. You're going to love that right now. When you air out the house, it's just going to make everything smell so good and clean. Reminds me, frankly, one of the things that it really reminds me of is my grandparents' Indiana farm. On a sunny day, my grandfather is out there mowing the yard. Of course, when I turned 12, that was the ritual. When all the grandkids turned 12, then it was our job to mow the yard. And they had 100 acres. Not that you were mowing grass for 100 acres, but you know, you had a couple acres you had to mow. And you know, my grandmother would be out there hanging clothes on the line. She had a dryer, but she liked to put it out in the sun. So I don't know. There's just, it just smells so good. So fresh cut grass is great. Then we included the home fragrance. All right. You might notice, see how that one's clear? That one has color. It's not bad. It's just the oils. All right. You might notice some separation sometimes. Just shake it. Home, of course, as we talked about, the best. Sugared fruit. Citrus like mandarin and pomelo, which aren't as harsh as tangerine and grapefruit. So again, it's softer. It's a little more luxurious than that. There's a little bit of greens in there. The sweetness is divine. Fantastic home fragrance. You get that in our sampler. This one is fun. This is Coffee House. All right. Again, don't freak out because of the color and just shake it up so that it all gets mixed together. Okay. But if you love coming down in the morning to the smell of fresh roasted coffee, if your favorite thing about going out for coffee is walking into that coffee shop and having that smell, oh my gosh, such a great way. You've done it, I know. You've stuck your nose in those fresh ground coffee grinds, right? Not the grinds after you've used them, the ground coffee beans. I know you have. I do it all the time. I love that smell. Well, now you have it. So again, maybe just a little spritz in the morning to get you going. Oh, and there's a little vanilla in there. So this is coffee shop. It's not strictly coffee. It's like she coffee, fancy coffee. Coffee, a little vanilla in there, little hint of cinnamon. It's really good. All right. So there is coffee. And then finally, guess what we put in here? One of your later in the year favorites, Cozy Winter Cabin. Yes, if you've never tried our Cozy Winter Cabin, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. Cozy Winter Cabin is this fragrance that we created. Ed created it for me. And I basically said to him, here's the story. Jill is wrapped up in a fabulous cashmere shawl or sweater at a fancy lodge in the mountains with a wood burning fire, and it's snowing outside, the fluffy kind of snow. And I look outside and I get this rush of cool air from the winter, but I also get some pine in there too. Okay, can you put that in a fragrance for me? And he did. So I know that Cozy Winter Cabin has a little bit of a cult following. We put it in this room spray sampler. So each one of these bottles gives you 200 sprays, 2, 4, 6. You're getting 8. No, wait. Each one of these bottles gives you 400 sprays. So you're getting 1,600 spritzes, right? 400, 400, 400, 400. And you'll still get the bonus bottle with that too. Okay. So brand new. Give them as gifts if you want to. That set of 4 is also $49. All right. That was a lot of time on the fragrance, but I feel like we haven't done that in a while. And if you're new to hanging out with us, I want you to know the difference from our candles, our room fragrances, because let's face them, they're a dime a dozen and you can find them a lot of different places, but ours really are about quality. And if you didn't know, shipping and handling is included in your price. So don't worry about any extra when you check out, just the sales tax for your state. Donna said, I had my Cozy Winter Cabin burning yesterday. So good. It is so good. All right. So that's the fragrances. Kylie, if there's any questions about fragrances or anything, feel free to put them up, but I'm going to move on. Okay. All right. Let's talk about Real quickly, let me just show you some great gift items that we just got in from our friends at Epiphany Glass. April Wagner is an award-winning, very sought-after glass artist. She does huge installations for museums and private collections, and she has this incredible glass studio, a 4,000 square foot glass studio in Michigan. And we were lucky to meet her a couple of years ago and offer some of her beautiful pieces. She loves cats. I know many of you do too. If you've never seen the cute little curled up calico cat glass piece, we have this in a couple of different finishes. Many of you buy this as gifts. See the little ears? You see them? It's so cute. It's like a little cat all curled up. So sweet. So that's available over on the site. If you go to justjillshop.com, just type in Epiphany and you'll see all of our offerings. But I did want to show you, we got in some new heart pieces, which I think with Mother's Day coming up could be really nice. This is their special color of the year. It's this beautiful blue. Isn't that pretty? And then it has this sort of enhanced shimmer of little glass shimmer, kind of all swirled within the color. It's kind of flat, so you can sit it down again on your table. So pretty. Has the little imprint on the back of the heart. So that is from Epiphany Glass. We have it in blue. We also have it in this gorgeous red. Look at that. This ruby. So pretty. And then finally in this violet purple. Beautiful. Could also be fun, like if you know, a college student, you need a fun graduation gift, like maybe they're going to, Alabama, maybe, wherever the school is red, right? Maybe that can tie into it. I looked at the purple, I thought of JMU where my son is, but there's lots of schools that are purple, right? TCU, I think, is purple. There's a lot of schools that use these different colors. So those could be a fun little gift item too. But, you're giving a piece of your heart, all made in the USA, which I think is special. And, this glass art is truly an art form. And I like to support the arts as much as possible. I've always felt that way. I think things crafted by hand, people who are able to do that have such a talent in this day and age where we hear so much about automation and AI and all of these things. Like, these are people still working with their hands and creating one of a kind things, not mass producing something, that's going to be the same for everybody. Each one will be a little bit different, and made by the artists at Epiphany Glass Studios. So again, they're located in Michigan, and we have the hearts and other items from Epiphany Glass over at justjillshop.com. We have some globes, small round balls for paperweights that have been very popular in the past too. So check those out. All right. Also, from Objects of Art, one item we have that we're doing on a special sale tonight, so this is a show special, if you will, are our pretty illuminated scenes. Okay, so you're going to get this little this block of wood, which has the LED lights in them, and then you'll have your choice of the pretty ruby-throated hummingbird or the wonderful cardinal. And I've had a couple of you send me notes and say you love having a cardinal that's not necessarily in a winter scene. Because I just saw cardinals out in our backyard today. They're around all the time, but somehow we always put them into the winter category. But here's a beautiful cardinal in the garden for spring. This base runs on a couple of AA batteries and has a timer. So by day, when it's not on, when it's in timer mode, it'll look like that. Still really nice, right? But then at nighttime, the light will come on and you'll have this really nice glow. We mark these down for the show, $29. When they're gone, they're gone. So if you think you would like this, think ahead to Mother's Day for gift ideas for somebody special. Maybe you have an area where you just would like to have, a little bit of color and a little bit of light in the evening. Maybe you don't have a lot of room to decorate. I do like that this is narrow, so it can even sit on a little windowsill or ledge. $29, really good price point. And when those are gone, they are gone for the year. All right. All right. That's that. Okay, let's talk about the ceramic flowers. So again, here's something really unique, really cool in the way that they're created. Mary said, I love those lights. I got several great gifts. They are good gifts, Mary. You're right. So these look like and I'm sure you've seen these in catalogs, maybe in some of your magazines, maybe you've even seen them styled if you've walked into, home decor stores and things. But basically what we have here are these really beautiful little ceramic, they look like succulents, different types of succulents. But the vendor we're working with here did these in some beautiful shapes and colors. This is padded on the bottom. And then Kylie, you said can you remove the sticker and there's a place to hang them? So if you could put these on the wall, if you wanted to do them around maybe like a little, what's it called? Gallery wall with pictures. But I kind of like them sitting in a tray. So let me just show you your different options. And I think the best thing for you to do, if you really want to check these out, they're all $45. $45 for the set of two. They're weighty. I want you to know that. These are not thin and chintzy. These have a really beautiful weight to them. The glaze on them and everything is fantastic. Go to justjillshop.com and you will find them there. Do you know where we have these listed, Kylie? Do we have these listed underneath a company or something? What should they search?
They should search. 1 second.
Kylie's going to look it up. So let me show you the duos real quickly, and then she can tell me what you should search to find these. So this one here is this soft, like cream bisque. Look at the edging and everything. Look at the layers to that. Look at the inside, right? And it goes along with this really pretty kind of a grayish violet color. So that's one duo. A second duo is this pretty kind of a russet color. It looks like a begonia, doesn't it? Look at the way that the petals are ruffled with the cream succulent. Okay, that's another offer. Another offer is
should all show up if they search ceramic flower.
If you search ceramic flower is what you want to search. You'll find the whole collection. All right.
Sunday.
Kylie's going to put something in the chat. All right. Here's another duo you can choose. This one is like a little mini kind of hen and chick kind of look, right? And it's done in, I would say, sort of like a bluish green. And then here is, again, that sort of begonia style look. You could do that combination. You can do this one. This little one comes with all of them. This one is a true olive green. You could do that combination. You could do this combination. This one really looks like, doesn't it? Like a little, like, is that real? No, it's ceramic, but look at the detail on that, right? So there's that combination. Or finally, of the small ones, you could do this combination. Aren't those pretty? So let me just show you really quickly. Like, this is just a simple little nothing tray that I had. But, if you just had this sitting on a table, it's just pretty. You could just do one if you wanted to. Maybe this is something that you have in your powder room, and you could put a little tray on the back of the toilet, and guess what? Put it with one of our little room sprays. Like, how nice is that? You could put it with some of our soap rocks if you wanted to. They're pretty. There's just something pretty. This is not something you need the way you need your groceries and all of those kinds of things. But if it's something that would make you happy to look at and enjoy every single day, if you like the idea of some of those different types of succulents and sedums and those kinds of things, but you just don't have the energy or desire to grow them or pay attention to them, this gives you that look. Aren't they cool? It gives you the look without any of the work. And again, they're all ceramic, hand painted.
If they go to home decor and do search by category under decorative flowers.
So you can tell them that in the chat, okay? Kylie's going to give you another way that you can find the flowers. I think it's easier if she writes it than if I say it all out loud. So she'll give you another guide there. And then also, so those are all the baby ones. In addition to that, we did big ones. These are also $45. These are heavy. I have to tell you, like, you're going to get this home and be like, she wasn't kidding. Like a couple pounds. All right. But look at the detail on all of that. And this one you can see, there's a little place on the back if you wanted to hang it. Just make sure you put it somewhere that it's going to be really sturdy and you feel very comfortable doing that. All right. Make sure you have the right size vessel here, that you're good to go with that. I like it just on a table, but you certainly see these in decor mounted. So this is that really pretty, like ivory, soft bisque kind of color. And then we have it. Can you hand me the terracotta one too, Kylie? The terracotta one is a different type of flower, but look at the color. It's like a big dahlia, isn't it? So pretty. And again, I just love the texture. So really different, really fun, something cool. We thought, listen, let's bring them in. We like finding new and different things for you. So you'll get measurements and all of that over at justjillshop.com. So these are singles, this size and the color, or this size. Or, hand these back over to you, honey. Thank you. You can do the littles, where you get a set of two. Sandy said she ordered your choice. Kylie said, I love it. So you could do this as a duo. You could do this as a duo. This is a duo. This is a duo. This is a duo. Or this is a duo. You'll see them all at justjillshop.com. Search ceramic flowers and you will find them there. And if you decide you want to buy more than one set because you want to do a little cluster, like, do you want me to tempt you? Because maybe what you might want to do, you'll save 10% off the whole order if you order more than one set. You could do this set with the one here with the pink, because look how pretty if you could do that and that. Trying to hold them up here. With this one that has a little bit of the sort of lavender in it. Put those all together. Where's my other tray? Oh, there's my tray, Kylie.
I have to say, when I was taking photos, every single time I picked up one, I saw the color, and there was a different color in my apartment that matched.
Kylie said she was playing with these, and every time she picked up a different one, she's like, oh, these would all work in my apartment. But look, like how pretty all of those are. Can you see? When you put them kind of all together. And again, I wouldn't cluster them. I mean, I kind of like them separated a little bit. Maybe you put two together, one here, and then you do some of our flameless candles, right? And have them around. Maybe the shorter ones, you could do a little candle garden and have these pretty flowers. So something different, something fun, I think. And you can check all those out over at Just Jill Shop. All right, let me tell you real quickly about some of our other special offers, because we have some things on sale and I don't want to miss out on those. And I had so much to talk about tonight, I had to write everything down. Okay, so we talked about the candles. My hoop earrings, we talked about those briefly. Again, snap bar closure on those, nickel free, 1 1/4 inches. This has been our best selling hoop for 4 years. And we're making it on sale for under $40. It's made in Italy. It's made by Milor, which is one of the premier manufacturers of Italian jewelry. It is 925 sterling silver. We do an 18 karat gold plating over that to give you the look of the yellow gold and the rose gold. Gold is over $3,000 an ounce right now. Let me just say, unless you've got $1,000 to drop on a all gold earring, gold jewelry the way you used to buy it 20 years ago may never be affordable like that again. So when you can find manufacturers, studios, craftspeople who know how to do that plating process well, and I think the Italians really have the market on that, that's when you can get the look of gold. I'm actually wearing the rose gold without the cost. $39. Looks like $39 earrings that look like they are $1,000 14 karat or 18 karat gold rose gold earrings. So they're nickel free. They have this pretty, I'll hold it up here so you can see just a little bit of a twisted texture to it. Really, really nice. Couple key things with the plating. When I worked with Milor to bring in these pieces for Just Jill, they usually operate at what the standard industry is. I told them that's not good enough for Just Jill. I want you to plate it more. So they do an extra 2 layers of the plating over the metal to make sure that it stays looking this color for years and years and years to come. Just because it's $39, don't think this is cheap jewelry. This is beautiful jewelry made in Italy. And frankly, for those of you who shop with me for silver for many years when I was a host at QVC, this is like the way we used to present jewelry on Silver Style on a Sunday morning in the year 2000, right? Or 1997. I don't think you're seeing earrings of this quality, this weight, etc., at these kind of prices really anymore. The other thing I will tell you is, yes, this is an earring that is hollow because they use tubing. I specifically asked that they do a heavier gauge of the tubing so that these would not dent easily, so these would hold up well. I did not want you to have a lower expectation of quality just because they were a more affordable price. I really made sure that my request to put the Just Jill name on it, and you'll get it in a little blue pouch that has the Just Jill logo on it, that in order to put my brand on it, it had to meet my quality standards. So they're a great earring. They're a great gift item. I have these in the yellow gold, and when I wear, or have something that has a yellow gold zipper, that's usually the gold earring I'm wearing. So it's not 14 or 18 karat gold, but to everybody else who sees it, it's 18 karat gold because that's what we've put over the sterling, and now you can get them for $39. So really, really nice price point. Great for gifting, and like I said before, not too big, not too small, 1¼ inches just right. From our spring Easter collection, I just want to throw out a couple things. Bernadette was like, I'm going to do a couple of last minute crazy sale prices. Okay, so here we go. Our set of 2 Easter trees, now priced. You get these. Where's the other one? Here it is. You get these 2, now marked down $29. When they're gone, they're gone. They're limited. Run, don't walk. You will have these for the rest of your life, and every year you put them out at Easter, just be like, I love that Just Jill shop. I love the colors here. It's kind of a soft, dusty moss green. And then you have green and pink and soft yellow and soft light blue eggs. There's a little egg on top. Really full and lush. I mean, sometimes I see those bottle brush trees and they're so like skinny and spindly. Not here. On a wooden base. And if you want them $29, that includes your shipping. You're welcome. Run, don't walk for those. They are great, by the way, with our illuminated eggs, which we're down to our final quantities on. There's a couple sets of those left. We can still get those to you in time for Easter. If you want to get them, get them. None of these things are coming back next year. You will not see these on Just Jill in 2026, none of them. So if there's anything here you see you like, go for it. And we're down to final quantities on our oversized birdhouse. We have the white. In the back, there's a little door. You could put a flameless candle in there like we have. We've marked that down to $44. That is a great price. That includes your shipping. It has a galvanized silver kind of roof. It has a really pretty little fleur-de-lis detail up at the top. It really is designed for indoor use only. Do not put this outside for the birds, okay? This is indoor use only. But my favorite thing about this is how it's slim and tall, because I think when you're decorating and you're creating your scenes, having that to kind of anchor one side of everything with that height, and then you can put other things in front of it, just gives it really nice balance. So when we first introduced those were really crazy popular. It is a little distressed. So if you don't like things that look like they've been worn at all, that's not for you. But it does, I mean, you can kind of see here, like here along the sides, here it looks like it was out and weathered a little bit. I find that charming. I don't want it on all my stuff, but I think it creates interest in some of the different little design stories I like to tell with pieces. So run, don't walk for that one. $44. When it's gone, it's gone. None of these are coming back. And listen, I debated whether I should address this or not, but I'm just going to. Like, obviously, with everything that's happening in the world, the tariffs, all of the things, being in retail is not easy right now because we don't know what's happening. What I can tell you is this. A lot of the product that we have right now, we were able to bring in before talks of tariffs were around. Many of our vendors and manufacturers have told us if we placed our orders before a certain date at the beginning of the year, they wouldn't be impacted by tariffs. So we're doing our best to stay true to what's always been so important to me at Just Jill, and that is fair prices. That said, if we were to reorder anything, reordering it today or tomorrow is going to be at a different price than when I first bought it. So when I bring things back, if I do, if I think it's worth it, if the value's still there, you may see some price increases on some things that you bought once and now you see it again and now it's a little bit more expensive. I, I can't get around that. That's just the nature of business. But I can tell you that we pay really close attention to it. We're working really hard. Gosh, we're lucky. We have some really great vendors that are already here in the United States. But you know how the supply around the world works. Just because they're a business in the United States doesn't mean everything that goes into what they're making is from here. And they have to absorb increases, then they have to pass that along to others too. So it's a delicate dance, but I think for right now, our prices are in line with where they've always been. And I would just say when you see things, especially when we're doing some of these sales, jump on it. Because when I say we're not bringing any of those things back, one, we're not. A lot of those things were special buys. They're not going to have them next year. But again, for me to bring them back again, it will likely be at a higher cost. And I'm not sure that's how I want to go either. So get them while we have it is, I guess, the bottom line story there. All right, listen, how much time do I have? Oh my gosh, I have 8 minutes. That's a ton of time. All right, let's do Southern Root Sisters. Kylie, would you mind handing me a jelly and a cookie mix? And do we have a 2-ouncer? Were you able to find a small one? No. Okay. All right, just give me one. Just one. Okay. So Southern Root Sisters, we discovered this company located in Oklahoma back in, the first year we were in business. And Rachel Scott has been such a friend of all of us at Just Jill. This is, again, woman-owned business. She makes these incredible jams and cookie mixes, and she's tried making marshmallows and toffees and, dip mixes. She does all kinds of cool things. So right now, as a special thank you to all of you for supporting Southern Root Sisters and Just Jill for the last 4 years, with any Southern Root Sisters purchase, Rachel's going to include a 2-ounce jar of one of her jams. Again, it's going to be Jam Maker's Choice, but you'll get a little extra jar of jam with your purchase. What are some of the things you might want to purchase from Southern Root Sisters? Well, the best darn cookie mixes you're ever going to find. They are delicious. I have these on hand. I make them often. They're quick. They're easy. When we used to do live streams with all of you, and I would show you, like around the holidays especially, and I'd have all these cookies out, like I literally would mix them and bake them up an hour before the show. They're so easy. She has delicious flavors, everything from, there's a delicious lemon cookie. I love the white chocolate snickerdoodle, white chocolate chip cookies, cinnamon chips in the cookies. So incredible. Her chocolate chip is incredible, really good. All you need is Southern Root Sisters is the best. I know, Melissa, right? And here's the reason why I love a cookie mix. I mean, listen, I love to bake. I'm a baker. If I could do it every day, all the time, never worry about gaining weight, I would bake something new every day, like my grandmother did. She did it all the time. I love to bake. I love to make cookies. I love to roll out pie dough. I love to, frost a cake. I love all those things. Sometimes I don't have time, right? Sometimes it's a mess to bring out all those ingredients from scratch. A lot of you maybe are empty nesters. Sometimes you just want a little something homemade, but you don't want all the fuss. That's why I love a cookie mix. Each one of these cookie mixes, all you need is butter and an egg. So, and one of them uses Crisco or vegetable shortening instead of the butter, but that's it. So butter and an egg, and you're mixing these away. They're delicious. They make just enough, depending on the size of the cookie. I would say it makes anywhere from a dozen to 2 dozen, again, on the size of the cookie and depending on the mix. Some of them are a little more bulky, so you might do something bigger. Some of them are more like a traditional dough. But check out all the flavors. We do some great gift packs with Southern Root Sisters. And then what put her on the map with us was her incredible pepper jams. They are delicious. Her peach pepper jam is an award winner. Her blackberry jam was an award winner. We have these in so many different configurations. You could do a gift box of 6 and, get all kinds of flavors. And they're not first of all, they're not spicy. Okay. So they're not going to be like, it's not pepper, like hot pepper. Okay. It's flavor. You can use these as glazes. As we head into summertime with grilling, they're great for Easter. If you place your order, you should get it by Easter. You could use this to glaze your ham. Be so absolutely delicious instead of maybe the one that came with the ham that you bought, right? Glaze it with the peach pepper jam. So darn good. They're wonderful to use on your, grilled shrimp, on grilled chicken. Fabulous that way. You can mix them into a little bit of sour cream, and kind of make a little sweet, smoky kind of a dip for crudité and those kinds of things. I mean, there's just different ways that you can use them. Use them with barbecue sauce. Mix those together. Put them over frozen meatballs in your crock pot. Let that cook for 4 hours. Delicious. So tons of recipes. And Rachel has great recipes on her website too at Southern Root Sisters. But check them out because I think you'll find some things that you might like to have on hand and that you might like to share with others when you are, bringing people into your home, entertaining, doing hostessing, those kinds of things. And remember, with any Southern Root Sisters purchase, you'll get an additional 2-ounce jar of one of her delicious jams. All right, so there's that. Then we have Blake's Mother's cookies. Let me tell you about those real quick. And then I think we'll show you Wonderful and we'll be good to go. Do you have that water bottle too, Kylie, for the Wonderful? The water bottle that I put out? Okay, just put that down for now. I'm going to do Blake's and then I'll talk about those, okay? All right, so this is from Blake's Mother's Cookies, and this is based in Westchester, Pennsylvania. She makes these incredible shortbread cookies. This was something fun she did for Easter. If you place your order, you'll get it by next weekend, no problem. And what you get is this cute burlap bag with the bunny on the front. And frankly, you don't have to use it for Easter. I just think it's so stinking cute. And then on the inside, and it'll be tied, by the way, all cinched up. Super cute. And then on the inside, you will get all of these bags of the mini shortbread cookies. You're going to get the lemon, the lavender, the classic. Wait, there's more. And this is $34 for all of these. You get 6 bags. The coconut macaroon, the Sag Harbor spice, and the Amagansett rosemary. So you're going to get all of these delicious shortbread cookies. They are so good. They're so addictive. But the nice thing here, and I'll open the lemon one just so you can see. You get a lot of cookies in there. So it's not like you only get a few. So, you could just have a few of these with a cup of tea in the afternoon. They're just perfect little bite size. They have a nice crunch, but they're still tender. You know what I mean? They're not a hard crunch as you start to bite them. I love these so much. They kind of melt in your mouth. So delicious buttery shortbread. I love these in the spring and summertime because there's nothing to melt. So on a road trip, if you want to keep something in your bag when you're going to the beach, you're going on a little car ride, you want to have a little pick-me-up, these are fantastic. So it is, Lisa. This is like a little adult version of an Easter basket. You're right. So all 6 flavors. That's the only item that we've ever offered that gives you every flavor of Blake's in that cute little Easter bunny bag. So that's $34. Then if you wanted to do a spring box, look how cute this is. Looks like it's Beatrix Potter's kitchen, right? Look at the cute little bunnies. And then on the inside of this box, you're going to get 3 boxes of the full-size shortbread cookies. So let me just show you. I'm going to open one of these so you can see. That's how many you get, times 3. You get the classic, the lemon, and the lavender here. I'm opening up the lavender, which is it's so fancy gourmet, so good. But look, these are beautiful cookies. And you can see the lavender, pieces of lavender there. Isn't that cool? And it gives such a Mm. Mm. Gosh, those are good. The lavender gives such an interesting little note to the cookie. Um, so again, special to put out when you're entertaining. You'll get 3 boxes. I love this as a bill to ship to. And if you don't open these cookies, these will easily stay fine for 6 to 8 months. So I know it's in a bunny box, but if you decide to do this as a little treat for yourself because you just want to try it, save the box for something else. If you don't get to the cookies right away, they'll last for a while, but so nice to have with a cup of coffee or your tea when you're entertaining, your book club, bingo, all those fun things. And again, you'll get 3 of these full-size boxes in those delicious flavors. Okay, lavender, lemon, and original are what you're getting there. All right, and then last but not least, real quickly, bear with me. We're going to talk about Wonderful. So Wonderful are these incredible bags that we had them at Just Jill first, and then they made it onto Oprah's favorite things list. And they were designed by 2 friends who wanted to have a way because they were always walking around carrying a water bottle and they had nowhere to put it. They tried to put it in their purse. It wouldn't fit in their pocket. It wasn't, it just was like, it was always in their hand. And then you couldn't do other things. So they invented these bags called Wonderful that here has this wonderful pocket that is waterproof that you can fit your water bottle in while you're wearing your bag. I wear mine crossbody, but it's not just for your water bottle. In this front portion here, it will fit the biggest size phone. Okay, so there's my phone in there. So now I've got a front pocket for my phone. In the second pocket, you open it up. I'm going to take the phone out just to make it easier to bend this forward so you can see. You have pockets for your credit cards. This pocket here goes all the way down. This makes it easier. There you can see. There's the pockets. Then you have this pocket. It goes the whole length. My hand is all the way down in there. Do you see that? And I still have the ability to get down to things here. So when I carry my Wonderful bag, my water bottle goes there. Sometimes my umbrella goes there. Sometimes if it's something where I need like my full-size wallet, I'll stick that in this area here. But your water bottle, your iced tea, whatever it might be. Then here, I've got my IDs and credit cards and things. Usually in this back portion, if I need to do any cash, I stick the cash down there. In this section up front here, I usually have one of my Just Jill lip balms, maybe some Kleenex, and then I've got my phone and I'm good to go. So it gives you the ability to really get in there, have all the things that you need. The strap is completely adjustable, and we just got some new patterns. Now, we have dozens of options over at justjillshop.com. If you want this in a solid color, we have them. We have it in black. We have it in navy. We have it in metallics. We have it in neutrals. We have them in denim. We have them with different colors and styles of straps. I mean, there's so many different ones to choose from. And again, this is waterproof on the inside. So if that water bottle spills, or the umbrella is a little wet when you put it down in there, it's not going to make everything over here wet. Pretty brilliant, right? Lightweight, so it's not heavy on your body to start out with. And these are the new things that we have. So we have this cute new navy print, which I love. So it's kind of like a navy chain print. Then for those of you that love sort of like Vera Bradley / Lily Pulitzer, oh my God. Like, how cute is that? Did you see that series, Palm Royale? This is like the Palm Royale bag. Look at that. It's this beautiful teal color with the pinks and the greens. And again, the strap is totally adjustable. So, you can wear it over your shoulder. I like to wear it crossbody. That's just how I go. So I make it nice and long. And then you can see I wear it crossbody. There's my easy to reach water bottle, and then everything's right there for me to unzip so that I can get into whatever, credit card I have to give out, or I hear my phone ring and I can easily unzip and get in and take care of the phone. But look at that cute print. Isn't that adorable? All right, I have more. Then, and if you've used a Wonderful bag, tell other people about them because I think they're so cute. Here is, look at this, the coral. So it's this really pretty corally orange with the white fan coral and then the orange strap. Love that. And the inside of that one is also like just that neutral. It's a white. Then we have this new black and white pattern, kind of a Hawaiian print. Really cute. That on the inside is black. This right here is just the stuffing. All right, so that's done in the black and white. And then we have, here's the fun Kelly green, but look at the pink and green strap. And a lot of them are done, now that I can show you this solid, a lot of them are done with this kind of quilted nylon-esque material. But you can't kill it. I mean, I'm really hard on my bags. I mean, I wear them all the time. I throw them in the back of the car. I do all the things. This is awesome. I can tell you that my Wonderful bag when we went to Disney last year was incredible. If you're going on any kind of a vacation, here's what I know. You're going to want to go when you're walking and sightseeing, you're going to want to have a bottle of water with you, right? So what are you going to do? You're going to carry it in your one hand the whole time? No, be hands-free. So you can hold hands with your honey so that you can take your camera and take great pictures and just know you're wearing a crossbody and you have your water bottle on the inside there, and it's awesome. Mariana says she loves it for her walks. Perfect. Put it on when you go for your walk. Again, you can do your power walk and you've got your water with you. You've got your phone with you. You've got, your ID with you in case something should happen. You're good to go. They're just, it's a really smart design. The founders, Lisa and Katie, have a patent on this. So these are the originals. And we're thrilled to be one of the retailers in the country that carries Wonderful. This was just a sniff, again, of all the colors and styles that we have available for you. But those are the new ones that we just got in stock. And I think those prints are just so much fun. And I think, if you like to do fun prints for the season or you're going somewhere tropical, whatever it might be, stock up on them. Great graduation gifts too for, your daughters, your granddaughters, all of those kinds of things. They will love them. Are they going to go study abroad? Again, what amusement parks are you hitting? Where are you going to go for a little hike? Where are you going to be going, and just doing your thing. But I loved mine for everyday life too, because I like to drink an iced tea. Like I don't drink diet soda and all that stuff. I drink an unsweetened iced tea. And they come in that little bottle, and this just fits right in there perfectly. In fact, there was enough room usually that I can do my iced tea on my small little skinny umbrella too, in case it's a rainy day. So check out Wonderful because we love those, and we haven't had some fun prints like that from them before. So I think those are awesome. Okay, wow. Tracy, need advice. My niece is graduating from elementary school and thinking about buying her power beads. The pink aventurine bracelet with the angel wings is part of her gift since her favorite colors are light pink and white. Suggestions? Oh, well, I think that's wonderful. I love that idea of the heart. I'm trying to think of what some of the other ones are that she might like. I mean, I think hearts are always appropriate. We did have the one with the little pearl bow on it. Bows are kind of a thing right now. I think that one might have been on red though. Was it on red, Kylie? Yeah. So if you want to do pink, like that pretty soft color, I think that sounds perfect. Works for me. I hope she loves it.
Is there anything else besides power beads you would suggest?
Anything else besides power beads that I would suggest? We're graduating from elementary school. I don't know. Can you think of anything, Kylie? So I'm trying to think, like, what age would that be? If you're graduating from, like, is it 5th grade or 6th grade? So you're probably like 11, 12, right? I mean, I think jewelry is really sweet. You know, you might look and see if we have any of our bronzo bracelets that are done with all the heart links. That could be really cute. We used to also have some ankle bracelets that were really sweet that had a little heart on them. That might be a nice thing to look at too. So look at some of our Italian jewelry and see what we might have for you there. And Danny Newfound might have some pieces also. Again, I'm trying to keep you within that $39 so price range. Those are places that I would definitely look for her. All right. What else? Anybody else have any questions? I know we totally ran over, but I had so much for you tonight. I feel like I still missed things. So let me do a real quick Reader's Digest recap for those of you that are just here. I'm going to work backwards. So wonderful, tons of brand new styles. Now's the time to get them for spring and summer. Get those. Southern Root Sisters, with the purchase of any of their items, cookie mixes, jams, the dip mixes, whatever, you'll get a 2-ounce pepper jam with any purchase. That's a thank you. Our Just Jill candle collection, with any of your purchases, you will get a 2-ounce room spray from Candle Maker Ed, his choice on fragrance. Our special offer right now, anniversary special, instead of 2 10-ounce candles for $49, we're doing 2 12-ounce candles for $49. You can choose from 5 fragrances. Our home fragrance, that's our #1 bestseller. Don't know what to try that. With Grace is similar to Falling in Love, or Philosophy's Amazing Grace fragrance. Lemon Pound Cake, another classic and favorite for many of you. Fresh Cut Grass, which is very clean and just like you threw the windows open and somebody mowed the yard next door and it just smells like the season. And lavender, very, very calming. Also check out our room fragrance collection. Blake's Mother's Cookies, we showed you those great offers. We can still get those to you for Easter. The new ceramic flowers, lots of special collections there. Just search ceramic flowers on justjillshop.com. If you buy more than 1 set, you'll save 10% there. And then special offers, last chance Easter offers here. So again, our set of 2 illuminated eggs. I only have a few left in blue and green. You get both eggs, I think. Can you confirm price, Kylie, on the eggs? Is it $39? You get both eggs, batteries included, pretty floral cutout. The trees are $29, $39 for the set of 2 eggs, $29 for the set of 2 trees while supplies last, $44 shipping included for our big birdhouse, and now $39 on our beautiful From Italy best-selling earring as a special offer. Whew, that was a lot. And all power beads, $39. The only ones we're not discounting are the ones where we make a donation to different charities. I'm sure you understand, but there are dozens, including the original Just Jill, the very first Just Jill power beads bracelet was in this beautiful sodalite with your choice of the silver or the gold tone hammered heart. So if you want to be part of the Just Jill club, make sure you get yours. Here's one with the little cute, sweet paw print. These have hearts on them. This one just has like beaded rondelles with that macchiato agate. There's so many different options, different colors, different themes. They're all $39. We only do that maybe twice a year. So if you want to take advantage of that, and small, average, and large are your sizes there. Small for a very small wrist, like 6 to 6.5 inches. The average is 6 3/4 to 7 1/4, and the large is 7.5 to 8 inches. And please don't stretch them to put them on. Just roll them on your wrist or roll them off. Okay. That was a busy night, but I hope you found and we're excited by some of the fun things that we had for you. We're going to keep our birthday celebration going. I can tell you, coming towards the end of the month, Dr. Deness will be here, which will be really exciting. We have the return of our Loomies outdoor lanterns that you all love. So look for those probably coming maybe next week sometime. So we still have some, a few tricks up our sleeve for the rest of the month of April, and lots of fun things planned for the rest of the year ahead too. So as always, thanks so much for being here, everybody. Always enjoy spending time with you. I hope you were delighted by what you saw tonight and have fun shopping over at justjillshop.com. That's my website. And remember, shipping and handling is included with all of your purchases. So have fun, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon next week, I bet. All right. Have a good night, everybody.